Welcome to part 2 of this video. We're going to look at global attributes in Salesforce CPQ. The use cases for global attributes are when you've got quite a complex setup and you've got a ton of what would be configuration attributes, and the configuration attribute is pointing towards one product and one field at a time. So the configuration, the global attributes, allow you to create sets, reusable sets, which you can apply to different product options within a bundle. So for this example, we're going to use the media bundle. So these guys are an imaginary company. They sell ad space for a number of publications. We can just see two of them here: Finance CEO Online and Recruit.com. And the products are individual months in which they can advertise. So the first thing we're going to do is set up the fields for configuration attributes. So I've got 4 pick lists, 1 number field, and I'm going to create them as fields in both the quote line and product option objects. And like with the normal configuration attributes, I'm going to go to the target field and I'm going to add the API names of those fields in as pick list values on the target field. Okay, so let's have a look at how it looks on the quote line editor. Okay, so I'm going to find my media bundle. Okay, so when we come through to the quote line editor, you'll notice over here we've got some arrows up here, and if we drop down those arrows, then we can configure the same set of configuration attributes for all or some of the products within there. So let's give the advert, we're going to say it's going to be at the top. It's going to be a banner advert distributed across the whole site. We're going to do cost per mil and maximum impressions 10,000. Okay, and I can do that individually for all of these elements here, for all of these products here. Okay, select that. Same when I come down here, I get the same options. And the final result is just this bundle effect that we've seen elsewhere. Okay, so being able to achieve that is there's a couple of quirks involved in how you set this up. So first of all, you need to go to the profile, the permission set or whatever, and give yourself access to both record types on the configuration attribute object. So by default, you won't have access to the global attribute. So you need to go and let yourself in there. And then if you go to the install package settings, there's a setting for enable quote line draw. So you need to switch that on before you get this same effect that we're talking about here. Then I've created 5 global attributes, 1 for each field that I want in the set. And then I created an attribute set. And an attribute set is where this applying it to the whole set to different product options takes place. So on the attribute set, I've got the attribute items, which are basically just linking the global attributes into the attribute set. And then I've got the product attribute set, where I configure it to point at specific product options. So in the example that we're looking at, let's just go and configure. we've got 6 options, and maybe I'm going to apply that to some or all of them, or I'm going to apply different sets to different, for example, maybe the specifications of the adverts for recruit.com are slightly different, so create 2 attribute sets to facilitate that. In our example, we just use one. Okay, so you then use these sets, like product attribute sets, to link the attribute set to the specific product. Okay, so that's part 2 done. Any questions? Please let us know in the comments. Other than that, thanks very much for listening.